I think our two biggest strategic assets are our people who ride up and down the elevator every day and the culture that stitches them together.
Culture is what drove me to come to Balentine.
Culture is the DNA of the organization. It's what the client sees from their perspective.
I think there's a magic, the camaraderie amongst the team and the understanding and the respect. Everybody brings something different to the table. Is palpable.
Well, I think we're different to other firms in several important ways. First of all, we're a 100% employee-owned independent firm. I'm very proud of that.
Conversations with our clients don't begin with how to invest their money, but what are their needs and how can we help them achieve their needs?
We manage money in a centralized investment process. So many people talk about the management of money, but really, before you even talk about any of that, you have to get the why, the question behind the question, to understand what it is you're trying to do with clients, and therefore build a portfolio based on the overall goals.
Well, the essence of what we do involves trust. It's said that the money line runs very close to the heart line, and when you're put in a position of trust, particularly in a fiduciary business model like ours, it's incumbent upon us to create an environment where we operate with absolute integrity, we operate with excellence, and we always tell the truth. We may not always know all the answers, but we do know that the clients can count on us to give them unfiltered, unvarnished truth.
I want to take care of the clients the way that I want to be taken care of. I don't want to call a 1-800 number. I want to call and have my team pick up. The people that know me, that know my children, that know what I like. I know that I can have that here.
Communication about money is difficult. It's something that didn't have a whole lot of conversations with my family growing up when I was a kid. But it's one in which we really need to ensure that our clients are having it both husband and wife, and also with their children and grandchildren.
Money is a very personal thing.
One of the things that we try to do is help facilitate and take out some of the emotion from that. That really the impact of being able to talk about money with your family and with those that are important to you can really have a profound impact.
I don't know if you're familiar with the Abilene paradox, but it talks about how a family in Texas end up going on a journey to Abilene, and when they arrive in that town, they're all looking at each other going, who wanted to go here? And they all end up realizing that nobody wanted to go to Abilene, but everybody was too afraid to speak up against the groupthink. And this parable is so important when it comes to communicating around family businesses.
Wealth does not necessarily in and of itself constitute legacy. There are plenty of people who've left wonderful legacies who didn't have money. And of course, there are plenty of people who have a lot of money who haven't left much of a legacy.
What do you want to do for future generations? What's important to you? What is your purpose? What makes you happy? What brings you joy? What do you want to continue beyond those days that you're here on earth? I think legacy is critically important.
People's stories. I'm just so privileged to be in the room with so many of these people that have unbelievably great stories of grit and hard work and obviously in the end money, but it's the stories that are so important. So I think getting people to tell you a little bit about themselves and their background and what they did and how they got there and who they love.
So the quote that I often reflect on is, it's more important to make your children than your parents proud of who you are.
It gives me a lot of pleasure to come through the lobby, look in our main boardroom, and see an oil painting of my father that was painted posthumously in 1995 after he died, and to think about the way that he would view our company today. I think he would be so proud, and I think he'd even be more proud that his granddaughter, my daughter Emily, has been at our firm for more than a dozen years now and is an integral part of what we do and the team that we've built.
It's great working with my dad. I've really enjoyed getting to know him, not just as a father or as a friend, but as a business owner. There's definitely a parallel in the way that he has run both our family and the business with those same principles intact. So, open communication, let's talk about it. Integrity, let's always do the right thing.
Most importantly, Robert is kind. And that goes a long way. You know, life as the leader of a company can be very, very lonely. And so it is wonderful to have him as a counselor, as a mentor during moments of perhaps self-doubt or issues in the company. And I'm very grateful for his presence as our chairman of the firm.
It's so fun to sit and think about doing this video. I hope it comes across how much we love what we do.
What I hope somebody sees watching this film, honestly, is that we're people of integrity who do the right thing. And I don't want to sound holier than thou, but I've been around long enough to know that's rare.